Are vacation homes a good investment? Well, maybe. And today we're going to talk about how they can be and whether you should buy a vacation home as a investment property is a kind of involved question. Now, it's one thing just to purchase a vacation home, you acknowledge it's just for fun and there's no investment or tax benefit. But if you'd like to purchase a vacation home and have it be meaningful for your investments, then there's a couple of things that you should be aware of. Number one, if you're going to rent your vacation home and utilize it as an investment property, then you must limit your personal use to no more than 2 weeks per year in order for it to be classified exclusively as an investment property according to the IRS. Now, you could use it for more than those 2 weeks, but then you need to begin to prorate how much is personal use and how much is investment. And the allocation for personal use, you would not be able to deduct things like property taxes and insurance and your mortgage interest if it's allocated for a lot of personal use. So keep that in mind. But if you limit it to 2 weeks or less, it can be identified exclusively as an investment property. So there's also the additional benefit that a lot of investors are pursuing as number two, the tax benefits of having it be classified as a short-term rental. Now, there's kind of rolling around out there on the internet the term of a short-term rental loophole. And basically what this means is if you have a short-term rental property that is classified with stays that are under 1 week, so 7 days or less, then you can have that rental property be classified as a more of a business instead of as a passive real estate investment. So when it's classified as an active real estate investment, as an active short-term rental, then you can be eligible to take active tax deductions on this against your other active income. So basically, it gives you the tax benefits of being a real estate professional as defined by the IRS without having to meet all the hours that a real estate professional would have to meet, which most people cannot even come close to do if they have a regular full-time job outside of real estate. So the short-term rental loophole enables you to be able to classify as an active business owner and use any loss that's created by doing a cost segregation study on their property, use that passive loss against their active income. So it can be of substantial tax benefit to a real estate investor if they are able to purchase a vacation home and utilize it as an active short-term rental property and get those tax benefits. So that does require some work and a lot of intentionality, and maybe that's not something that you're interested in doing, but you could still rent it out, have a property manager, and be pretty hands-off and have it still be a typical passive real estate investment with the typical tax deductions that you would get. So those are the rental side of a benefit of vacation home ownership. But keep in mind also that you could purchase a property and not rent it out at all, or maybe just rent it out some, but it could still be a relatively decent investment if you buy in a market that has a fair amount of appreciation. So some markets throughout the U.S. have seen a tremendous amount of appreciation as more and more Americans would like to live, let's say, near the beach or near a vacation destination like the Poconos. And because of that, the real estate in those areas have increased in value. So if you do your research well and you select a market that's not currently substantially increased in value, but could be poised for an increase in the future because of future demand. And if you purchase in those markets, then you could benefit from a lot of appreciation while you're also, of course, enjoying your vacation home. So keep that in mind as well as a potential investment play without doing a whole lot of work. Now let's talk about the expenses. It's very important when you're purchasing a property, any property, but especially in vacation properties, as oftentimes they're by the shore or maybe they're up in the mountains and susceptible to potential fire loss and fire damage. So the insurance on properties is no joke nowadays. And if you're in an area that's considered high risk, like a lot of markets in Florida, or if you're up in the mountains in a lot of western states, the risk for wildfires or hurricanes in a lot of the southern areas of the U.S. is very real. So make sure that you're aware of and are thinking about the future implications of the insurance costs for whatever vacation home that you're purchasing. And then also understand that the future tax ramifications may be as far as property tax goes, whether it looks like there's going to be future increases in that area that could be quite substantial, which again also happened in Florida and some other markets. So that's something you should be aware of on the expense side as well. So I hope this brought you some value as you consider purchasing a vacation home as an investment property. If you're looking to purchase investment properties within the states of Pennsylvania or Maryland, please reach out to us. We're always happy to help.